Good morning, honorable members. I only see Mauritius, Zambia. I also see, is it Madagascar? Mozambique. Yes, it's Madagascar. Yes, and I only see Mozambique, it's a staff member. And then I see Honorable Esperang is there, Honorable Mary. DRC is there. I see Angola, but it's a staff member. Honorable Nkesani. South Africa. Paulina, may we kindly do the roll call so that we know if we can start?
We have 6 MPs right now logged in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which countries?
We have Seychelles. Oh, let me start with. We have Madagascar. We have Seychelles. We have Mozambique. We have Angola. We have South Africa. We have Mauritius. We have Zambia.
Okay. So the chair is not in as yet as well. I see Numao, I don't see.
Mozambique is in, the chair is in.
Oh, the chair is in and the vice
Honorable
chair.
Geronima.
Okay, I see Honorable Geronima. Okay, yes, here I see. Okay.
So maybe we can wait for 2 more and then we can continue.
Okay, are they registering?
Malawi. Is it Malawi? Let me check.
We apologize, honorable members. The appointed time is 10 hours, but we constantly have to call members again to find out if they are coming on board. I don't know if we have translation currently. We could probably just start off with the logistics for this meeting. At the bottom of your screen, you will see there is a chat box there. Should you need to inform us of anything or notify us of any development, kindly type into the chat box. We also have interpretation. So you go to interpretation, you'll find that there's English and Portuguese. I don't see French there, but you click the language of your choice and then you mute original language. This allows you to receive communication on the language of your choice. We also have a reaction button there. If you want to clap hands, you press that one. If you want to indicate that things are going well, you can use that button. We are also going to be recording this session, honorable members, for our records. And I hope that there will be no objection for that particular suggestion to record our sessions. We are going to share the agenda in the meantime for your appreciation. The agenda is on the screen, honorable members. We have it in 3 languages there. The first language is Portuguese. The second language is English. The third language is French. The meeting is supposed to start from 10 hours to 11 hours. The first agenda item there will be called to order. The chairperson, once we have agreed that we're starting the meeting, the chair will call the meeting to order. Then the chairperson will open the meeting and give us a brief farewell speech. The chair will then follow through with a speech by the vice chairperson of the committee. Then we shall conduct the election, following which we'll have an acceptance speech by the incoming chair and the vice chairperson and adjourn the meeting. So we'll leave the agenda. On the screen as we await the other two countries for us to form a quorum. We apologize for this delay, honorable members. Circumstances beyond our control. We are trying to avoid having to cancel the meeting because we don't have a quorum. So kindly allow the Secretariat to make a few calls so that we may be able to commence our proceedings accordingly. And maybe because it's an election, you may wish to discuss among yourselves for indication of those members who may be interested and who would like to be nominated for the position of chair and vice chairperson. While we wait, and I think through the concurrence of the chair, we may just have to give it until maybe 1:15 and see if we still can proceed with this session. Thank you. Honorable members, my apologies once more. I'm advised Malawi is struggling with network issues to connect to us. They are being assisted to connect. I need your permission if we should continue to wait, or we may proceed with our preliminaries and hope that they'll be able to join us once we start the election process. Okay, thank you. I've gotten Seychelles, Mauritius saying kindly proceed. I appreciate. At this point, allow me to hand over to the chairperson, Mozambique, to take us through the agenda as directed. Honorable Jeronima Agostina.
Bom dia, caros colegas. Eu chamo-me Jerônima Agostinho, deputada de Moçambique. Gostaria de aproveitar esta oportunidade para agradecer o apoio concedido pela Comissão e pelo Secretariado da SADC na condução dos trabalhos da Comissão no decurso da presidência de Moçambique. Neste momento, tenho a desejar à nova presidência votos de um bom trabalho. E, sendo esta oportunidade, se calhar não terei mais oportunidade para falar, quero propor para a vice-presidência a deputada Maria do Carmo Nascimento, a deputada de Angola, para o cargo da vice-presidência. Muito obrigada. Não, eu dizia bom dia, caros colegas. Eu chamo-me Jerônimo Agostinho, sou deputada de Moçambique. Gostaria de aproveitar esta oportunidade para agradecer o apoio concedido pela Comissão e pelo Secretariado da SADC na condução dos trabalhos da Comissão no decurso da presidência de Moçambique. E desejar, neste momento, à nova presidência votos de um bom trabalho. E dizer, se calhar não terei mais oportunidade, tendo em conta que esta reunião tem agenda de eleição, eu proponho a deputada Maria do Carmo Nascimento para o cargo de vice-presidência. Muito obrigada.
Okay, thank you, Chair. We may proceed with the agenda. You may wish to call upon the Vice Chairperson to also give his farewell speech.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Chair.
Good morning, honorable members of Parliament, Secretary General, and members of staff of the SADC PF. I'm delighted to join you this morning on a virtual meeting. I know different countries are undergoing challenges with COVID, but with technology, we cannot fail. Chairperson, just allow me to say a few words as a way of saying farewell to the SADC Parliamentary Forum, particularly the GEWAYD Standing Committee, which gave us tremendous support during our tenure of office for the past 2 years. Allow me also to thank the partners who were there for us. You may be aware that I think last year we had a number of partners that collaborated with the SADC Parliamentary Forum and enabled us to actually carry out a number of activities which, under normal circumstances, we would not have carried out. Allow me to thank Restless Development, AFRIAN, UNAIDS, UNFPA, and UNESCO. These partners were indeed with us and for us. As you may be aware, Secretary General and Chair and members of Parliament, last year we held a very, very successful youth endeavor, which culminated into the Swane Declaration by the youth as a matter of trying to strengthen the youth-led accountability. It was a very, very successful undertaking, and I would like to thank the Secretary General and the staff for having facilitated such a very, very successful engagement. During that endeavor, it was very, very clear that the youth would want to be involved in development activities that we are undertaking in various countries. And that's why they want to be in the forefront to hold us accountable on various commitments, regional, international commitments that we have made with regard to HIV/AIDS, with regard to gender equality and development in general, including HRSR. Indeed, they need our support. And for the chairperson and vice chairperson who are coming in, please, we need to take forward the Swane Declaration, and that is one departure point for you, because if we are going to succeed in this area, rest assured people will respect our work in this region of SADC. There is also one outstanding issue that I wanted to bring to the fore, and youth representation in GEWAYD as well as the other standing committees and SADC. There was a concern, I think, during our last meeting that I think parliaments need to be more committed than we are now to try and send a number of youths as provided for in the youth strategic plan that we developed under GEWAYD. I think we need to bring that to fruition, and it's a second departure point that you need to take into account as you assume the office of the vice chair and chair respectively. These are very, very important issues that we need to take forward, and I thought I needed to mention that, Madam Secretary General. Lastly, this is not a day for speeches. I just want to thank everybody for the support that we enjoyed. We really enjoyed your support. It was very, very overwhelming and very exciting that I could receive support from great women of influence in different countries. Under normal circumstances, one would have thought that they were going to fail in their duties. But the support that we received from women really showed me that it pays to work with women. And I'll continue working with women because I know with women I cannot fail in my duties. So I just want to encourage the vice chairperson and the chairpersons who are going to be voted in to actually take note of what I've said, that with these women of influence, you will never, never, never fail in your duties. Thank you so much for your support, honorable members, and also the staff of the SADC PF, and specifically the GEWAYD staff. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. May we proceed with the agenda? Okay, at this point, honorable members, we are getting to the election of the chairperson and the vice chairperson. And allow me, you have already received the election procedure for eligibility for these elections, but allow me to just kindly stress or bring to the fore a few issues that are related to procedures for these elections. As you are well aware, honorable members, the chairpersons and vice chairpersons of committees at the SADC Parliamentary Forum retire on rotation after having served for 2 years term. In this regard, we believe that the last election, which happened around June, if I'm not wrong, or May or June, we had to call in the committee so that we don't go beyond the 2 years that have been provided for. The procedure for elections of chairperson and vice chairperson is provided for in the rules of procedure, rule number 39. It states that each committee shall elect a chairperson and a vice chairperson. The chairperson of a standing committee shall preside over all meetings of the committee. In his or her absence, the vice chairperson shall assume those duties, and in the absence of the vice chairperson, a member designated by the committee shall preside over the committee on an interim basis. When we go to the Constitution, there is emphasis on the rotation principle. Article 14.3 of the SADC Parliamentary Forum Constitution provides for the principle of rotation in the election of chairperson and vice chairperson of standing committees as follows. Members of the standing committees holding the position of chairperson or vice chairperson shall retire by rotation, meaning that a member parliament with members serving in the positions of chairperson and vice chairperson of a standing committee shall not be eligible for re-election of the positions in the immediate subsequent term. There's also an issue of gender principle. Rule 38.5 provides for gender balance in the election of chairperson and vice chairperson of standing committees as follows. As far as possible, it is practically possible gender considerations shall be taken into account when deciding chairpersonship of committees. Where the chairperson of a committee is a woman, the vice chairperson shall be a man and vice versa. So there's no derogation there, it shall be. We also have a procedure that is laid out for nominations and elections. The procedure for nominations of candidates for the position of chairperson and vice chairperson is as follows. The returning officer will call for nominations for each of the two positions. Each nominee will be given 3 minutes to present their credentials. So as we proceed, we will request members to give us nominations. Once we have agreed on 1 or 2 nominations, we'll give them 3 minutes to present their credential or speak for themselves. If we receive 1 nomination, the candidate shall be declared duly elected. If there are more than 1 candidate for election, if there's more than 1 candidate, election shall be done through an online ballot, and each member shall be eligible for 1 vote. The procedure for voting shall be explained to the members at the time of casting votes. As already stressed, where the chairperson is a woman, the vice chairperson shall be a man and vice versa. Now allow me to just share with you the eligibility criteria so that you can appreciate. In 2014 to 2016, we had Zimbabwe as the chairperson, Botswana as the vice chairperson. So those 2 countries are not eligible. In 2016 and 2018, we had Malawi and Eswatini holding the position of chairperson and vice chairperson. So in this current election, those 2 countries will not be eligible. In 2018 to 2020, we had Mozambique and Zambia. So in this case, we had the first time we had Honorable Francisca Tomas, who was then replaced by Honorable Carlos Moreira Vasco. So those 2 countries are not eligible to stand or to be nominated by the members. I hope it is clear. Zimbabwe, Botswana, Malawi, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Zambia may not be nominated for these elections. So to be clearer, for the position of chairperson, we can nominate Angola, we can nominate DRC, we can nominate Lesotho, Madagascar, Mauritius, Namibia, Seychelles, South Africa, and Tanzania. For the position of vice chairperson, we can nominate Lesotho, we can nominate Angola, we can nominate Madagascar, we can nominate Malawi, we can nominate South Africa, Seychelles, Tanzania. I've eliminated the other countries in totality that have held the position of vice chairperson and chairperson to allow for the spirit of rotation. Honourable members, are there any issues for clarification that you'd seek before we proceed to request for nominations? Was the criteria clear to all the honourable members? Mauritius, was it clear?
Yes.
Madagascar, was it clear?
Excusez-moi, j'attends mal l'interprète. C'est comme j'attends plus.
Don't we have interpretation, colleagues?
Il est perdu.
Do we have interpretation, Paulina?
Yes, we do, SG.
Because I'm not getting any interpretation on my end.
The French. Let me check.
And Honorable Marie is not getting interpretation as well.
Because he was on, maybe he just disconnected. Let me find out.
Is
Mr.
Malawi now
Ivan.
on board?
Yes, Malawi is on board.
Was it clear, Honorable Esperang from Seychelles?
Yes, Madam SG. It's very clear. Thank you.
It's very clear. Malawi, was the election criteria clear?
SG,
Yes.
the interpreter is back. He just lost connection. The French interpreter, yeah.
At what point did he lose connection? Should we start the whole?
Maybe he can.
French translator, are you there? French translator.
Yes, he's muted.
Could you kindly advise him to unmute, because
Yeah.
I'm unable to proceed without knowing if. Honorable Maria Nascimento, was it clear the election criteria? Could we kindly unmute the microphones, honorable members? Just for honorable members, kindly unmute your microphones for better interaction. Honorable Esperão, kindly unmute your microphone. Honorable Maria Nascimento.
Already.
Please unmute your microphones so that we are having some challenges on our end. We need to ensure that we can all hear each other.
Okay, already I'm SG.
Okay. Mozambique, was the election criteria clear?
Estão claros, estão claros.
Okay. Malawi, is Malawi there? The French translator, could you kindly give me indication so I might summarize the election criteria for Honorable Marie Jenny from Madagascar? Honorable Kensani, was it clear for you?
Yes, SG is clear, and good morning to everyone.
Good morning to Honorable Loni Piri, Malawi. Was it clear for you? Honorable Maria Mata Matias, was it clear?
Moçambique, linha. Hello?
Alô?
Okay.
Moçambique
Yes,
em linha.
Honorable.
Estou em linha. Moçambique está em linha. Moçambique está em linha.
Maria Marta Matheus Fernando em linha, Moçambique. Estou presente.
Okay. Mr. Nyumao, could you kindly indicate we can only have one member for the GEWAYD committee? Could you kindly clarify the credentials for Mozambique? I have two honorable members who are both indicating present. Kindly advise us if we should go by the membership profile provided, which indicates that Honorable Carlos Moreira Vasco is the member of this committee, or is there a replacement? Go ahead, Numau.
The Honorable Maria Fernandez is just the observer.
Okay, thank you. Honorable members, may I kindly indicate that only substantive members of the committees are allowed to participate in the election process. Observers at this point would not be participating in the elections. And also to emphasize that it's one member per country.
Madam Chair, can we clarify? Can we elect someone in absentia?
Yes, you may, because the position is held by a country.
Thank you.
Hoping that the member will also accept. So French translator, kindly, I'm trying to buy time so you are on board, so we could all be on the same page. For the record, we have Angola present, Botswana is absent, DRC is absent, Eswatini. Is Eswatini on board?
No, SG.
Eswatini is absent.
No, he sent an apology, he's not well.
Eswatini is absent with apologies.
Yes, ma'am, he's hospitalized.
Oh, okay. May she kindly get well.
Thank you,
We also
ma'am.
have Malawi. We have Malawi is present. Lesotho. Lesotho is absent. Mauritius is present. Mozambique is present. Seychelles present. South Africa, Zambia. Is Zimbabwe present?
Absent with apology.
So how many members do we have on board to conduct these elections? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. French translator.
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Sparrow.
Can I clarify something? Because we have to have a gender balance. Maybe it would be wise to know how many male do we have to stand for position.
It is very difficult, Honorable Esperam, because Mozambique, on this list that we have Honorable Carlos Moreira Vasco, and I'm told that the substantive member is Honorable Marta Matias. Is that correct, Mr. Jamie Numau? Mr. Numau?
Yeah, yes.
The substantive member is Honorable Matias. So, and then I have Lesotho indicating Honorable Pete Ramakwai as the substantive member. So we only have one mayor, we only had two mayor, we cannot vote Zambia again. So according to our records, if they are correct, we only have one male MP from Lesotho.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam SG.
Honorable members, I will just quickly summarize the proceedings for Madagascar's appreciation.
Bonjour, je peux m'intervenir?
Yes, please.
Merci. Bonjour tout le monde.
Hello.
Je suis Massi Goulamali, Marie-Jeanne d'Arc. Je suis la députée de Madagascar, présidente de la commission genre et de développement. Donc, je suis membre de WYP pour Madagascar. Eh ben, je voudrais me présenter en tant que présidente de cette commission, d'être présidente à l'élection.
We can hardly hear you, French. The interpreter, we cannot hear the interpreter. Yes. Yes, now we can hear you. Kindly speak closer to your microphone. Yes, sir, kindly proceed.
Je peux recommencer? Ah, d'accord, merci. Donc, je me présente, Massi Goulamali, Marie-Jeanne d'Arc. Je suis la députée de Madagascar. Je suis élue dans le sud de Madagascar. Je suis la présidente de la commission genre et développement à l'Assemblée nationale. Et ambassadrice de WYP pour Madagascar. Donc, je voudrais me présenter à la tête, c'est-à-dire la présidente qu'on va faire l'élection aujourd'hui. Merci.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Chair. Sorry, thank you, Honorable Marie. In these processes, I guess because of the way we are organized, normally you should receive a nomination. We don't have procedures for self-nomination. A member of the committee is the one that nominates the interested member, and then we proceed in that fashion. Honorable members, if I may, could I kindly receive nominations for the position of chairperson of the GEWAYD committee?
Madam Chair, can I nominate the gentleman from Lesotho, Honorable Makwai, as the post of chairperson? Thank you.
We have a nomination for Honorable Pete Ramakwai from Lesotho as the chairperson of the GEWAYD committee. May I please have a seconder for this nomination? Angola.
Sim, Angola suporta a indicação para presidente, membro do Lesotho. Não me ouviram?
Thank you. Do we have any other nominations for the position of chairperson? Honorable members, do we have any other nominations for the position of chairperson? Honorable members, do we have any other nominations for the position of chairperson? I do not see any. There is. Kindly go ahead.
No, let's proceed, SG.
Okay, Mozambique has their hand up. Honorable Jerome Agustin, thank you.
Tem aqui, senhor presidente, eu apoio o Lisoto.
Okay. Thank you, honorable members. It appears we have Lesotho unopposed at this point, and I would like to declare Lesotho as the unopposed elected chairperson of the GEWAYD committee. Could we kindly, thank you, could we kindly have nominations for the vice chairperson of the GEWAYD committee? Thank you for those emicons, thank you, because we can't communicate, so if I see them, it's quite helpful. Honourable members, could I kindly have nominations for the position of vice chairperson of the committee? Honourable members, the position of vice chairperson is vacant. Could I kindly have nominations? Honourable Pondemecha.
Yeah, Zambia nominates Madagascar.
We have a nomination for Madagascar. Do I have a seconder for Madagascar? Seconder for Madagascar. Do we have another nomination for the position of vice chairperson? Honorable members, we're only left with a few minutes to conclude.
Boemo?
Yes.
Bom dia, secretária
Bom
geral.
dia.
Senhora secretária geral.
Go ahead, honorable member.
Só para recordar, senhora secretária geral, que Moçambique já indicou Angola no início.
Okay, thank you. We have two nominations for the position of vice chairperson. Could I kindly get a seconder for Madagascar and a seconder for Angola, please? We shall proceed for elections. While we prepare for elections, could I kindly request Honorable Marie Jean and Honorable Maria Nascimento to say a few words. I will start with Angola, then I'll give to Madagascar.
Para dizer algumas palavras sobre, portanto, o meu nome foi indicado para vice-presidente, mas ainda não se fez a eleição. O que é que o candidato a vice-presidente deve dizer? Eu tenho a minha candidatura e estou de acordo com a candidatura para o cargo de vice-presidente. Não me estão a ouvir?
Vamos.
Eu estou de acordo com a indicação para o cargo de vice-presidente. Não me estão a ouvir? Não me estão a ouvir?
Estamos sim, senhora
Yes, we
deputada.
can.
Estamos a ouvi-la, senhora deputada.
Sim, então. É só dizer que estou de acordo, que concordo com a indicação do vice-presidente.
É só dizer umas palavras da apresentação.
Eu sou Maria do Carmo Nascimento, sou deputada à Assembleia Nacional de Angola, sou presidente do Grupo de Mulheres Parlamentares de Angola e, por essa razão, estou de acordo com a indicação do meu nome e terei muito gosto e sentir-me muito honrada em ser vice-presidente desta comissão. Muito obrigada. Não me ouviram?
Ouviram sim, senhora deputada, ouviram.
Madame SG, continue.
Sincere apologies. Could we kindly allow Madagascar to give us to give us a message before we conduct elections? And while we are doing that, I'll unshare my screen so that the election, go ahead, Honorable Marie-Jean.
Merci. Tout d'abord, je voudrais vous demander à tous les membres qui sont présents de me soutenir, être la vice-présidente des élections aujourd'hui. Pourquoi? Parce que ça fait ça fait des années que je luttais pour les genres et le développement, pas seulement à Madagascar, mais dans tous les pays, surtout en Afrique. Donc, je voudrais que vous me souteniez, si vous voulez bien, de soutenir Madagascar pour être la vice-présidente. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. With those words, honorable members, I believe you are ready to cast a vote. Just to be clear, 1 vote per country. For instance, between Honorable Matthias and Honorable Jerome, it's only 1 vote for Mozambique. So Honorable Jeromina will not be allowed to participate in the vote because the honorable member, we are advised by the committee that SADC PF desk officer is not a substantive member of the committee. At this point, allow me to indicate that you will find on your screen the 2 countries listed. You click on the country that you are nominating. This is the voting for the chairperson. The request there is that please indicate your choice for the position of vice chairperson. We will go ahead and translate those into the 3 languages so that all of us can be able to see it in one screen and vote according to our language in future. So you either click on Angola or Madagascar. Angola and Madagascar can also vote for themselves so that we may proceed in that fashion. And then you click on submit and the computer will show us the votes immediately. Honorable members, you may proceed and our IT officer can link the vote to the name. So if there are double votes, kindly advise us so that we don't declare. You may proceed, honorable members, to cast your vote. Honorable members, we only have 4 countries that have voted. 6 now. Could we kindly have the other members vote? Which countries have not voted, Ronald? Okay. Should we read those as abstaining from the vote? Fellow members, kindly indicate if you are still voting. Ronald, are you ready with the results?
Yes, I am, SG.
Kindly share the results from the vote. The results are as indicated from the poll, honorable members. We have 33% for Angola, Madagascar, 67%. I therefore wish to declare Madagascar as the vice chairperson of the GEWAYD committee. Thank you. Kindly close. According to our agenda, we'll now receive acceptance speeches.
Merci à vous tous.
Thank you. We would now request for the chairperson of the committee to give an acceptance speech briefly. Then Madagascar will also give an acceptance speech. Then we adjourn the meeting, honorable members.
Okay.
Is Honorable Pete online already?
He's not online, SG.
Okay, he's trying to log in, I'm advised. We may allow Madagascar to give an acceptance speech and we may proceed to adjourn if we still don't have Honorable Pete online.
Merci bien. Je vous remercie à tous. Merci beaucoup pour votre confiance de Madagascar. Donc, vous m'avez donné votre confiance et je suis là, je suis prête pour discuter, pour l'échange, pour avancer les projets de notre en tant que vice-présidente. Donc, merci beaucoup. Je n'ai pas les mots et suis vraiment heureuse et contente pour présenter notre pays à être vice-présidente. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much. I guess in the absence of the chairperson, Madagascar may wish to adjourn the meeting of today.
Donc, c'est pour clôturer notre réunion aujourd'hui. Je ne sais pas comment je veux encore contacter ou faire l'échange avec notre président prochainement. Mais merci à tous, merci pour notre réunion. Malheureusement, il y a des autres pays qui n'ont pas, qui n'avaient pas l'accès avec notre réunion aujourd'hui, mais on était quand même beaucoup qui étaient actifs. Donc, merci beaucoup. Et ce sera la prochaine. Je ne sais pas comment on va faire pour avancer ou les processus qu'on doit suivre après notre réunion aujourd'hui. Mais merci à tous et je ne sais pas si je vais déjà déclarer comme clôture maintenant.
Yes.
Merci.
Thank you very much, honorable members. We really sincerely appreciate your patience in the new normal with this technology. Tomorrow we are having elections for the Regional Women's Parliamentary Caucus, which means all of us who are on here as women of the SADC-PF must attend. We are holding elections. From learning from today, could we kindly try and come on earlier so that if there are any technical problems, we may address them and we may start promptly at 10 hours.
Madam, tomorrow is it Thursday?
Am I confusing things?
Yeah. You are confusing, Madam Chair.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tomorrow is which one?
Tomorrow is HS.
Human and social.
Oh, HSDP. HSDP.
HSDP.
Yes, thank you so much, Honorable Esperon, for that correction. Thank you very much. But then still, on Thursday for RWPC, let us mobilize, let's discuss in our groups. We have already formed a group for you, honorable members, so that we come on time. Let's encourage each other to come on time, encourage each other to share information ahead of the meeting so that we may have a smooth meeting. Thank you very much, honorable members, and have a great day.
Thank you.
You may leave the meeting.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Honorable Kensan.
Au revoir à tous. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. We may leave the meeting. Thank you very much, honorable members.
Thank you.